Want to know the 5 mistakes almost every gardener makes, whether they're experts or beginners? You've made this mistake at least once. Hello my gardeners, how are you guys doing today? It is springtime and you may be thinking about planting seeds, or you've already done so and you're starting to notice some things aren't working out the way you planned them to. This video is for you. We're going to be going through the top 5 mistakes every gardener makes. I even made some of these this year. With each one of the intended methods, we're going to go over what the purpose of it was supposed to be, what the issue is, and the third thing is what the solution would be. So if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'd appreciate that very much. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Tops. These plastic tops come with most cedar starter packs. They're sold in greenhouses loosely, and while you may think they're a good thing, they're not always a solution. The issue with the tops is that it causes the perfect conditions for mold spores to grow. Mold exists in soil as is, but once you add the light or the heat from a window and a little bit of moisture that can't get any air, you end up with moldy seeds. This mold may hamper the actual seedling, but it also could actually rot the seed itself. So the solution to this is a mister. Mister seedlings once, maybe twice a day depending, just to keep that top soil level nice and wet. But don't put the covers back on. Without the covers, we allow for airflow, and that means that the mold spores don't have time to multiply. If we miss the top of the soil rather than soak it with a watering can, we also allow for airflow in between the soil pores. Number 2, fertilizing seedlings. I have heard this on both YouTube and forums and you name it. People will tell you to fertilize your seedlings. The issue with this is that seedlings don't need much fertilizer. All of their nutrients, or their go-go juice as I would like to call it, is actually inside of the seed itself. That sugar rush in the seed is what helps propel the seedling to grow into a healthy plant. Now, once you add fertilizer to those baby roots that don't have a nice thick outer protective coating yet, you'll burn those roots. That burn can actually stunt the growth of your seedling or totally kill it off entirely. If you notice that your seedlings are dying off, or their leaves look burnt, or the seedling's not coming up at all, it's probably because you fertilized. The solution to this is wait. Let's wait to fertilize the seedling until it has its first true leaves. If you don't know what true leaves are versus cotyledon leaves, check out my video on cotyledon leaves below. Number 3, the notorious windowsill. So people will start their seeds, or they'll start out gardening and they'll just put them on the windowsill, the brightest window in the house. However, you may notice you start to have a little bit of a lean, or your plants start looking a little bit leggy. That's because it's reaching for the sunlight. And while this may seem like just the only option for a lot of people due to the cost of lighting, I'm here to tell you that is not the case. You can actually go and find any light anywhere. It can be an old lamp in the house. All we need to do is bring the seedlings up close to that less than stellar light, and it won't reach any farther. There's no need to purchase these expensive LED light bulb or light plants. There's no reason to purchase T5 light bars. You can just use a basic lamp. All you need to do is bring it closer to the plant itself. As you can see behind me, my T5s I have pretty much right on top of the plant. That's what you want to see, even with the poor lighting. Now, if you have the money, I encourage you to go to Home Depot and buy a light with a clamp. Then you can purchase any old light bulb. Despite what people think, grow lights work and they are better, but they're not the only option. Now, before you say, well, window's my best option, that's not the case. If you're gonna spend the money on the pots, the soil, the seed, you might as well just spend that extra $15 so that your seeds come to fruition. Number 4, wind. I know that sounds weird, and while there's not a method for it that people make a mistake with, it's the lack of that causes the issue. Now, it's as simple as maybe opening a window on a windy day or putting an oscillating fan in front of your plants. You don't have to run it all day, but you do need to run it just a little bit. The reason being it helps wind train, as my sister-in-law would like to say, the plant. Once you wind train the plant, it helps it grow a woodier or tougher stem. That means when it comes to hardening or transplanting the plant, you're going to have a higher likelihood of survival. It's very simple, very cheap. Like I said, open a window, put your plants in front of it, and let the wind move it around. Number 5, my mistake. I make this all the time. And that's why I recommend watching my video on number 5. When to start your seeds. I always jump the gun because I get excited about the spring, or I end up planting too late because I think spring's never coming. But what you want to do is plant on time. So that means starting your seed at the correct time every year, regardless. So I won't say too much on that, but the importance is you don't want to start it too soon. Just because you think you're going to get bigger and better plants, that's not always the case. You could end up with scragglier plants and lower yields, and I explain that in my video, which I will link below. Or starting them too late, you may not get fruit off of them depending on what zone you live in. So that's number 5, and probably the most obvious that every expert and beginner makes. Just excitement, it's a gardener thing. That is the top 5 mistakes I have for you guys today. I hope you have an awesome time growing your plants. It's April, beginning of April, no, yeah, end of April. I don't even know what day it is. It's the end of April here where I am, and I'm stuck indoors with my plants still, and I will be until probably the May long weekend. So have fun, whether it's indoors or outdoors. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let me know in the comments below when you start your seeds for your zone, or any tips and tricks you have for any of the 5 issues that I spoke about. Have a wonderful evening, weekend, daytime, morning, whatever the case may be. And I will talk to you guys next time. See you later. Bye.